Yeah, my pride and my ego just could not let her get away with that. And like me sitting there and working for people that don't care about me. It's just like my family all over again. It's like I don't need to have that and then it's like my sister, you know, like trying to sabotage me so that my mom will like her more than me, or that like make me look bad to the whole family. And so it's like, it's not worth it for me to stay there any longer. So I quit. And it's the same at the nail salon, like people not knowing what exactly happened, and they don't want to listen to me, and they don't want to hear me out, and they don't care that their policies are bad, and that they don't care that I know what I'm talking about or anything. They just don't want me there anymore. And it's like, what? I didn't even do anything wrong. So it's like, I'm not going to go back. I'm not. Okay, so I thought I would add this to the video about the nail salon, what happened. So as I recall, so the guy did a good job. It was nice and everything, looked nice. And the color wasn't really the color that I wanted, but it was good enough. And so I had an idea in my mind of like what I wanted the color to be like, and it was a little darker and it wasn't sparkly or anything. And so I kind of wanted it light and sparkly like this color, but I actually wanted it lighter than this. I don't know if you can see it looks like way darker on the camera, but, and my nails are like really bad right now because I got kicked out of the nail salon. But so as I recall, like 3 of them popped off within the first 2 weeks, and that's like not normal because I had been getting them done for a while, for years. And so all I wanted my original intention when I went in there was just to have them glued back on. But they refused to do that. And they said, no, like they needed to fix the whole thing because they kept popping off. That's what this lady was. I'd never worked with her before, and she was like mean and aggressive. Like she wasn't listening to me. And so, because I was just saying you could just glue them back on, because the glue that I was using that I bought at the store, and I was trying to tell her that it wasn't good glue, like it wasn't working. And so that's all I needed, and I would have left and been perfectly fine with that. But she was like, no, because it popped off. And that's not how they do, you know. I guess she wanted to give me a better job, you know, but I didn't have the time or I don't know. I just wanted it to be done with and everybody be happy, because I knew that they don't get paid, or, you know, they would have to give me a discount, or it would be like free or whatever, and like waste their time, and they wouldn't get money or whatever. I don't know. But the original intent was for me to just get them glued back on and be on my merry way. But the lady ended up cutting my nails off, which I was like, no, I didn't want that. I just wanted her to glue them back on. I did not, okay, because your nails are very sensitive. Like, they're, I heard living organisms. They are like sensitive and they're fragile. And when you sand them down to get your nails done, the layers, you're going deep into the layers of your nail, and it's sensitive. It's like your teeth, right? Excuse me. And my nail bed is sensitive. Like, I don't have super thick nails. Like, so I didn't want them to be done all over again, because I had just gotten them done within a week or a week and a half, and they're sensitive. They cannot do, it's like dyeing your hair twice. You can't keep doing it. It's your nails are fragile and sensitive, like your teeth. It hurts. It's not healthy for you to do that. So what they didn't explain to me or talk to me or get my permission to do, she just started cutting my nails off. And I was like, no. And she just kept doing it. It was some kind of thing like that, where she was talking me into cutting them off when that's not what I wanted to do. And she wasn't listening to me. And then I didn't even know if she had the color to like redo them. And I was really wanting a certain color. And so it was this miscommunication. And I was like, but do you even have the color? And she just had her own mindset of what she wanted to do, and she wasn't listening to me. So I was getting really upset because she was cutting all my nails off. And then after that, because they were short, she was ripping the nail off when they had just gotten done. The ones that weren't, like 7 of them, like, 3 of them popped off, but 7 of them were like securely fastened to my nail bed, and they had to rip them off with pliers and rip my nail, like literally like take layers of my nail off and then try to sand them again, sand it down even further, getting down even further on my nail, sensitive nail, and then want to put new ones on top of it. And then want to charge me full price for what they just did. Traumatizing me and upsetting me and hurting me. Making my nails hurt and uncomfortable when they were perfectly fine just the way that they were. That those 7 nails were fine just the way that they were. They could have put another coat of stuff on top of it and made it stronger. And they could have just put glue on those ones that popped off, and I would have been fine. But they had to do it their way and piss me off and upset me and not listen to me and they were upset with me about me saying, but do you have the color? Like saying that I didn't know what color I wanted, and like all these stuff that like wasn't true. And they were like, we don't know what color you want and we can't match the color. When I knew, I was like, I know exactly where the color is. I can go get up off the chair and go get it off the shelf. And that's what I did. I brought it back and I'm like, this is the color. I know what the color is. I was just asking if you knew what the color was before you did all that to redo it, because I wouldn't have done it. I would have just not even had my nails done. if I knew what you were going to do, and if you didn't have the color. That's why I wanted to know if you had the color. It's like so annoying, because they weren't listening to me. They were just assuming things. And so, like, you know, if you have nails and stuff, how sensitive your nails are, and what works for you and what doesn't work for you. It's like going to a hair salon and they're gonna ruin your hair and it's gonna fall out. Like, it's pretty, like, dramatic, you know? It's pretty, like, emotional. Like, you don't want your hair to fall out. That's why I don't even go to a salon to get my hair cut or dyed or anything. I do it myself. And it's like, because I can't trust other people to listen to me and do what I say. That's pretty sad. Like, that's your job. When you work in a service industry, you need to listen to the customer and do what they ask you to do. That's like number one priority, is fulfilling the customer's wants and needs. And if you don't know what they want and need, then you're not going to serve them and you're going to piss them off. And then to kick me out and to not want to work with me anymore because of your mistakes is outrageous. When I was perfectly happy working with certain people that I had gone to another person right after that, and she did a great job, and we were vibing, and like, I had friendships with a lot of the workers there, and they knew what they were doing, and they did a good job every time, and like, I knew what the color I wanted was, and like, there was no problems. But the management was the one that made the problems, and that one lady was mean and disrespectful and didn't listen to me. So it created a whole thing because of her, and her wanting to cover up her mistakes and like blame other people. And so it all fell on me, where I was kicked out of the salon. And it's like outrageous. And then everybody's like blaming me, and the managers are like upset with me, and like, because one of the managers was really mean and like making assumptions and stuff, and listening to what this other mean lady was saying and stuff like that. And it's like, no. And then the manager was trying to tell me that like I'm like a liability, because when I complain and when I'm saying there's mistakes or whatever, then the people that are trying to fix the mistakes aren't getting paid. And I'm like, that's not my problem. If you guys make a mistake, and then that's not on me, like how your employees get paid. That's your policies that you're creating, that are creating this whole mess. They had a lot of management and policy issues, and that's what I was telling the manager, is like, you need to fix your policies. It's not the workers. And the way that they were treating the workers was really bad. And it's just like, and then I got tangled up in all of it. And it's like, I know God was using me to like show the management and to teach the management and the workers and everything like a lesson. Like, it was supposed to be like a learning opportunity of like what they needed to fix in their business and how it wasn't right. And I was supposed to shine the light on that, so future like customers and stuff weren't going to experience what I experienced. And I told him that. That's what I told him. And I probably sounded really stupid and annoying, but I did my job, so God is happy with me. I told him, like, we had like such a great relationship in the beginning. Like, we were calling each other cousins, and like we had the same last name and everything. because my last name is Vietnamese, because my ex-husband is Vietnamese and my kids are Vietnamese. So it was a very odd last name because it's two last names put together. And he had his parents had the same last names because he's Vietnamese. Working in a nail salon, he's the owner, or part owner. And so we were very happy and nice to one another. But this other lady was really mean and like did not have good customer service and rapport with customers, and very like brutal. And so the whole thing just got exposed through me. And I told him, you know, like, I'm an earth angel. Like, God, like, favors me. And that's why this is happening. And it's not the workers, it's the policies here at this company, and they're bad and they're wrong. You don't blame the customer for your faults. You don't put the payment of the employees onto the customer, like blaming the customer, because no, that's not how it works. Like, there should be some system set up where, like, this could be example, like, I don't know how nail salons work. I have never worked in a nail salon. I've never been a business owner like that, where I've, like, had to deal with those things. So, for instance, they could have, instead of, like, not pay the person that, like, fixed the error, they could find out who was the person that made the error happen, and then the next service that the service that they're giving currently, give that pay to the person that fixed that error that they did. And that's the solution. Or give a partial payment. Whatever the fix was, however much it cost, take it from the other person and give it to that person. Like, it's an easy fix. It's not my fault. It's like literally so stupid. But the minds of these people, they don't have the sense, the common sense to fix the problem the right way. They want to blame the person or like put it on the person. So they made me pay full price and argued. This one lady, the mean one, the manager, was arguing with me, wanting me to pay full price to get a complete new set, when all I wanted was for them to like glue 3 nails back on, which would have taken like a minute to do, and they wouldn't have had to pay anything. It wouldn't have cost them anything, but yet they wanted to do it their way and make me pay for a whole new set, when that's not fair. So I was, of course, complaining about it. And I was very nice about it and very calm about it, but they kept pushing me and pushing me and pushing me. And then I was perfectly fine with everything. She's like, okay, fine, you get half price. But she was very upset with me. And I was very calm and very nice. And then each time I would go back in there, she would make comments to me and be upset with me and be like, do you even know what color you want? And stuff like that, saying it's about the color. When I'm like, no, I know what color I want. It's right here. And she would be super upset with me. And I would have a perfectly fine experience. And then eventually I came in this last time and everything was fine. Everything was good. And I had my feet in the tub getting a pedicure. And then a different manager was there, a really nice one that was hired, or a assistant or something at the front desk. And so everything was fine. Everything was great. She found out that I was there, and then she came over to me while I had my feet in the tub, and she said, we can't do your nails here anymore because you you are not happy here and nobody here wants to work with you. And that was not true at all. I had so many friends that I made there, and it was real. It wasn't fake. And they were telling me about the meme. You know, well, they didn't really say that much, but I could tell that they were very, like, they weren't very happy at their jobs, and like the hours that they worked and the time off and like all of that, and the policies that they had, like them not getting paid if they fix somebody else's error and stuff like that, or like a discount or whatever. And it was just like bad policies and bad management. And so anyways, I didn't want to go into all the details about this, but I just decided that I would include it because, I don't know, maybe it gives somebody some kind of like insight into like, I don't know, policies or procedures or how things affect people, and like you need to do them the right way, or else things get like all messed up and jumbled up, and you're not, the main focus is the customer. And I have a degree in business, and that was literally, I know what I'm talking about. And so I'm trying to like help them with their business because they're not doing it right. And it's like, I'm not going to be the only customer that this happens to. And you're literally, God is watching you through me because I'm a prophet and an earth angel. So it's like, if this is how you want to be, and you want to go against God and go, and like your business is going to be affected. And I know my power. I know the power that I have over things. So I'm literally like warning you. And I'm saying, you know, you need to change your policies. You need to really like listen to me because God's watching you. And that's why this is happening. And I was like so like shaking and like all upset, and like, because I was being wronged so badly and I couldn't believe it.